Hi, I'm Nick. In this video, we're going to explore one of the most requested web design features, the section slider. It allows you to group sections together and transform them into an interactive carousel, promotional banner, or a storytelling feature. Show off your products, photography, or testimonials with impact. And this isn't your typical slideshow. It's a polished, dynamic way to elevate your site. Let me show you how easy it is to turn ordinary Squarespace sections into something seriously eye-catching. Make sure you stay to the end of this video where you'll gain inspiration for using this tool in your own designs. In this tutorial, we'll cover all the essentials of this exciting feature, including transition types, playback controls, device visibility for responsive design, pro tips on editing your Squarespace section slider, and inspiration for advanced designs you can achieve by combining different tools. Before we get started, let's pick a section on our site and see where you can find the section slider tool. So I'm going to head down my site, and I have 3 sections here that I want to include in my section slider. So I head to my first section and click on the extension, Advanced, and Section Slider. When I click Enable, it turns my sections into a section slider, but I want to include 3 sections into my section slider. Next, I have my slide transition. I have slide, fade, parallax, peekaboo, and scroll. Slide is that classic horizontal slide transition that's perfect for text-heavy content where you want smooth, predictable movement between sections. You can customize this transition to turn simple into striking. Now let's head over to our section tool, and I can see that slide is already set by default. But here I can choose how many slides I want to set per view. And so if I select 2, I can see that the section width has reduced so I can see 2 slides at the same time. Let's take a moment to talk about the playback controls. You can decide if you want sections to transition automatically by selecting autoplay, or manually by adding the navigation arrows. Another option is a pagination, which gives users a visual map of their progress through the content. For both the arrows and the pagination, the color is based on the section theme. One more option is a loop. Sections will continuously slide through without an obvious starting position. So we head into the playback controls, and when I click on autoplay, now my sections will automatically transition from one slide to the next. I can choose how long I want my autoplay to be for, or the direction. Next, I can select the pagination. When I open this up, I can choose dots or numbers. And finally, the navigation is currently on, and also I can select a loop so my slides go from one to the other without returning. Fade and parallax are 2 alternative transition types that create different visual effects. Fade provides elegant transitions that dissolve between sections, and parallax adds sophisticated depth as sections transition with layered movements. It creates that premium modern feel visitors love. Let's go check it out. So this slider I have set to fade. The transition speed, I can either speed up, increasing the speed between each slide, or slow it right down so it has a slow fade between sections. When I select parallax, I can see a nice slow transition between this parallax and of course speed it up to have the movement between the sections move at different speeds. Peekaboo provides an opportunity for a sneak peek, building anticipation and creating visual interest. Let's put Peekaboo on a testimonial section. Social proof can sell your brand better than your own copy, and this is an attractive way to display the content and encourage reading. So on this slider, I'm going to select Peekaboo. This now gives a preview of the next section that's about to come slide in. I can also adjust the custom width for how much distance I want my section to appear. You can see now that I have a different spacing between my next section, and I want to create each slide of my testimonial with the same spacing. So here's where I want to apply a full width grid. If I click the G key, I can see already I've applied the full width grid on this section. But if I head to my next one, I'll go to my section tools and layout. And as I scroll to the bottom, I can see full width grid. When I turn this on, I can see the spacing now is the same between each section, creating a seamless look. Scroll enables continuous automatic movement, perfect for showcasing multiple items and creating an eye-catching banner. This will be a great feature for non-for-profits wanting to promote the sponsors or design studios showcasing their awards. So I head into my section and I select Scroll. Here I can easily adjust the speed and the direction. With Section Slider, you always have the choice to enable it on specific devices only. This tool is not compatible with the visibility tool, so you can't set the visibility for individual sections, but you can customize the visibility for the whole section slider. Decide on these settings at the bottom of the UI. When you're in edit mode on Squarespace, you can continue to customize sections included in the section slider. If you have a slider enabled, you can use the arrow keys to navigate between sections to edit your content. We've got a handy shortcut to get you back to the section slider settings. If you click on any section included in the slider, you will be teleported to the UI of the leading section. You can combine Section Slider with some of your other favorite features. Here are a few combinations that might be inspiring. In this section slider, we have it set to scroll, but we also have some really exciting scrolling effects that bring these images into line. With this next design, we have fade, but 4 sections with the same layout using different colors. If I head inside the section slider, use the teleport, and when I turn off the slider, you can see how each section is laid out exactly the same, but with different colors. And when I turn it back on, they all get wrapped into each other and fade between each section. Super cool. And now I have 2 sections that have scroll enabled, going one left and one right, but I also have magnetic motion applied with a mouse cursor. This is really cool because you can make each of these a link for a project, and each project changing the mouse cursor. This next one here is using video as a section background, but watch what happens when I move to the next slide. You can see the video has stopped. This is really great for performance, but also allows the visitor to return to the previous section and pick up where they left off. And finally, I have the same section layout here with the text position in the same spot, but the background sections are changing and fade is applied, switching between each section. We've just explored the dynamic capabilities of the section slider with 5 transition types, flexible layout options, responsive controls, and advanced automation features. You now have everything you need to transform your Squarespace sections into engaging, interactive experiences for your visitors. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see what you create with SquareKicker.